The NFL confuses me. Confuses the hell out of me. Not on Sunday. No, 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 no. Just in the off season. Just the league office, honestly. So let's talk about Deshaun Watson. This entire case confuses the hell out of me. No legal charges, got it. Civil suits, hella. Decides to settle so it can go away. He can move on with his life. Okay. Submission of guilt, even if he's not guilty. What's done was done behind closed doors. Yes, there are direct messages that can kind of paint a picture, but they don't really tell you anything. All right. Deshaun Watson obviously displayed a level of behavior that was not acceptable by somebody who you want to be the face of your business. And the unfortunate part about being a face of a business is allegations hurt too. Not just what's true, but allegations hurt because they take away from the business. It just is what it is, my nigga. What's the deal? Okay. So I put that there. And I don't defend Deshaun's alleged actions. From what I've read and what I've heard, I think he's a little weird. I'd like to hear his off the record side of the story, because I think it paint a much better picture of what happened, but that's never gonna happen, okay? So I was having a conversation with the wife about this, the Deshaun Watson thing, right? And I said, so at what point do these women just walk out of the room and say, no, I'm not doing this? Say, no, bro, I'm not rendering services. And her response is, some people aren't as strong and they just can't do that. And I go, well, that's their fault. That's a them problem. And I don't say that to defend him because, again, I by no means do I condone what he was doing. That's not okay. When you have that many allegations, that tells me you're doing something that's not up to snuff. Okay? You're making people uncomfortable at the least. But at the worst, I don't know what you're doing. Right? But then when she tells me that everybody's not that strong, and I go, well, if you continue to do something that makes you uncomfortable, at what point are you still a victim? I ain't victim shaming. I want all victims to get the healing that they need, and the ones who victimize them to get the punishment and the healing that they need, so that we move further after society, right? But this right here, because he originally got 6 games. Okay. NFL didn't like that. They wanted a season. But they farmed it out to an arbiter. She said 6 games. Roger Goodell done caught hell for his weak punishment or his strong punishment. He's caught it on both ends. He was like, you know what? Y'all got it. They got it, but you don't like it, so you appeal. Obviously, the PA is gonna appeal because it's like, hey, bro, like, what are we doing here? And this is where the NFL confuses me. How in the world do you have a third party do something, but then if you don't like what the third party does, you're going to use your veto power to step over the third party? That would make sense to me if you hadn't been wrong on suspensions all along. If you didn't have a track record of being bad at suspending players, that I was like, you know what, Roger Goodell, you have some credibility to do what you're doing. But to say, hey, you know what? I don't like what this third party person said. Let me go to another third party. Why? Because you're trying to please the casual fans. You're trying to please the loud voices in the room, but not the big money spenders. I promise you. I promise you, because here's the thing, football fans are going to go watch football. Because see, here's the thing about football fans. A lot of football fans don't invest into the lives of those who play football. They invest into the product they put on the field. Those are most football fans. Now, your Twitter fans, you know, the wives of some of these football fans, maybe some of your sponsors feel a little bit differently. Maybe. But at the end of the day, call me crazy. I don't think the NFL should leverage punishments on players at all. I think that punishment should be leveraged by law and by teams. Because if a team is not willing to accept a player based on what he's done in the public, he won't work. Ray Rice. Ray Rice hasn't played since he went oops upside the head, right? He went oops upside the head. He went oops upside the head. And he hasn't played since. So the league, each individual team made a decision. Maybe the league did with a little mandate. Y'all know, don't do it. Said, nah, man, we don't want you to be a part of what we're doing. And I think that's how the league should go. I don't think Roger Goodell, who works for the owners, should be able to punish players. Let the teams punish the player. And if the team chooses not to punish the player, and let that team deal with the backlash that comes with that. Yeah. Small government. States' rights. Let the individual team choose who they want to choose and deal with the backlash that comes with that. Because I think that the Cleveland Browns said, you know what? We're comfortable with what he did or didn't do. We want him to be the face of our organization, and we don't give a damn about what happens. Because you people who want punishment for other people, y'all confuse me. Why do you want somebody to be punished? Does that person affect you? Do their actions affect you? Does their life affect you? Does their punishment affect you? What does it do for you to see somebody get punished? I think Deshaun Watson should get a whole season. Why? Why? The law says he shouldn't go to jail. The civil suits was handled the way they was handled, so he was punished through his civil suits. Why should he be like? And this ain't just Deshaun Watson. This is anybody. Because I'm not defending Deshaun Watson. What I'm saying is, why should I get punished 17 times for something that I did? Like who? What does it mean to you? You can't tell me what it means to you, because all you're doing is trying to prove to the world that you are morally right. You have you're headed the right place. You are a morally conscious human being who wants to do the right thing for all the right reasons, and you think that this person doesn't have the right to do what they are destined to do because of their talents and skills, because they are not morally in line with you. Yeah, that's all it is. It's just moral posturing. It's just moral posturing. It's just somebody who wants to let the world know that they're better than everybody else. It's somebody who wants to let the world know that, oh, man, I think this way. Man, I'm enlightened. Let's look in your closet. What did you do wrong? What have you done historically? That's why the older and older I get, the less and less inclined I am to judge people in their missteps, because I go, you know what? I done messed up before. I've believed some things that I shouldn't have believed. I probably believe some things now that I won't believe in 5 years. You know why? Because I'm a work in progress. He ain't done with me. No. I'm still growing. I'm still growing. You know, like a plant. You know what I mean? Like you might propagate a little bit something, and you grow it over there. But the main plant, the main vein, we still growing. Yeah, we still growing. And when I say these things, I don't say this to defend people's nasty, disgusting actions, but what I do is I defend society's right to accept them. If you want to get in bed with a freak, if you want to get in bed with a creep, if you want to get in bed with a molester, well, don't be mad when they are at Chester. I can't. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. That's why I'm okay with people getting aired out. Get aired out. But if the market wants you, let the market have you. Let the market make the decisions. Now, if Roger got a deal, got to come into, we're a high moral league. I mean, we've hid information about concussions. We support misogynistic views, but you know what, Deshaun Watson, you got caught. Bada boom, bada bing. We're gonna punish you more than we're gonna punish the team that enabled your behavior. I bet y'all won't suspend the Texans for a year. Yeah, too much lost income. You see what I'm saying? Players abuse them. Owners, I'm on arrest. Y'all saw what happened in Miami. Y'all see what's happening in Washington. Snyder ain't even got to show up. I, I'll I'll take it from my yacht. Yeah, yeah. That's the thing, man. This life.